Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash. The honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, You Are Gods. The tongue can bring death or life. Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 21 in the NLT. The tongue can bring death or life, literally. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Let's go to Psalms chapter 82 and verse 6. I have said, you are gods or powers or Allahayim, okay, which means judges, rulers, powers. And all of you are sons of the Most High, okay, us Israelites. And in modern terms, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let's go to Exodus chapter 2. And verse 24. Let me highlight this too. And the Most High heard their groaning, our groanings, when we were in ancient Egypt. And the Most High remembered his covenants with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob. Okay? And Jacob, right, is the progenitor of the 12 tribes consisting of, in modern terms, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now remember, Jacob's name was changed to what? Israel, meaning he is a prince of the power. And who's our power? The Most High. And the Most High looked on the sons of Israel, and the Most High had respect unto them. Okay? But going back to the focal point, Proverbs 18 and 21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. We can literally speak something into existence, okay? And they that love it shall eat the fruit, meaning the doings, the consequences of it, whether these consequences be good or bad thereof. Let's go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 37 and verse 18. Four manner of things appear, good and evil, life and death. You see the balance? So there's a balance. You have good and you have bad, you have life and you have death. But the tongue rules over them continually. Why? Going back to Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof, meaning the doings thereof. Okay, so this video was inspired from the TikTok platform Direct Williams Fair Use. Now going into a song Mac from No Limit did, and I want to say it may be called Tomorrow, but anyway, Fair Use, check this out.
Scariest song I ever wrote. I recorded it 3 years before that.
Then the song you say you made a song called Lockdown.
Scariest
Salakia, Lockdown.
song I ever wrote. I recorded it 3 years before that.
Then the song you say
He recorded this song 3 years before it happened. And before I play it, just keep in mind, right? Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Also Ecclesiasticus 37 and 18. Four manner of things appear, good and evil, life and death, but the tongue rules over them continually.
And I'm sitting in the jail over some I didn't commit. It wasn't me, it was the I was with, but I'm silent. It's funny how Lucifer can seduce you.
Be on the seas of Medusa. Funny how time walk when you be in the slammer. Facing the type of sentences you can't correct with grammar.
Bars. Facing the type of sentences you can't correct with grammar. God damn, you can't add a semicolon. You can't take away a period. That was hard, man. That came out in '99.
I'd give anything to move on and play a game of pick-a-boo with my newborn.
And I end up
having a baby.
Going to jail with my ex pregnant.
What? Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. Are you sitting there in the cell and do you say like, God, did I do this to myself?
I didn't say it like that. So here's just the weirdest ever. So in 1996, I had a dream that all of that happened. I got up and wrote the dream down. A couple days later, I had the idea that, man, this might be a fire rap. So I put the dream into a rap. So I get to No Limit. I'm About It soundtrack come about. They're like, y'all got a song? Everybody? I said, I got one. So I recorded the song for I'm About It soundtrack. It's one of the first songs I recorded as a No Limit artist. 3 years passed. The mix is horrible. So I remix it. And it's one of the last songs I recorded as a No Limit artist. 4 months later, after the album come out, I get arrested. So I'm in the cell, and I'm like, oh. From the moment it hit me in my cell that I was about to go through everything that I said, I was living it, yet a witness to it at the same time. And so what I had to do in order to effectively help myself and my case, I had to emotionally detach myself from my situation and look at me like I was a client that I had to help get out of prison, because it was too much for me to handle in first person.
You made a song called Lockdown.
So in a nutshell, and this is my first time actually watching this video in its entirety, Mac had a dream that actually happened 3 years later. Now 3 is spiritual for confirmation, a form of completeness, and this was not a dream, this was a vision. So therefore, at the allotted time, he wrote the dream down and he formulated the dream into a rap, and it actually happened. Wow. Lord will, this was an edifying video. Shalom.